Welcome to my channel. Today, I'm sharing a chilling tale that will take you on a haunting journey through the pursuit of an ancient treasure, guarded by vengeful spirits. This story is my own experience with the cursed treasure, and I invite you to delve into the darkness with me. It all began on a foggy autumn morning when I stumbled upon an old, weathered map hidden among the forgotten relics in my late grandfather's attic. The map, intricately drawn and yellowed with age, depicted the location of an ancient treasure buried deep within a forsaken island. My heart raced with excitement at the prospect of uncovering riches that had been lost for centuries. Little did I know, this treasure was not just a prize, it was a curse waiting to be unleashed. After months of preparation, I set sail to the island with a small crew. The journey was perilous, with turbulent seas and eerie silence surrounding the boat as we approached the desolate shore. The island was overgrown with thick vegetation, and the air was filled with an unsettling chill. I couldn't shake the feeling that we were being watched, but I brushed it off as nerves. We made our way through the dense forest, guided by the map. The deeper we ventured, the more oppressive the atmosphere became. Shadows seemed to move on their own, and the whispers of the wind carried unsettling echoes. After hours of trekking, we finally arrived at the spot marked on the map, a clearing in the heart of the island. There, buried beneath a moss-covered stone slab, we unearthed a chest. The excitement of discovering the treasure quickly turned to dread as I noticed the chest was covered in ancient runes. I tried to decipher them, but the inscriptions were beyond my understanding. With a mix of eagerness and trepidation, we opened the chest, revealing a trove of glittering jewels and gold coins. As soon as the lid was lifted, a cold wind swept through the clearing, the temperature dropped, and a dense fog rolled in. I heard whispers of mournful voices emerging from the fog. My crew looked at each other, their faces pale with fear. The ground around us began to tremble, and ghostly apparitions started to materialize, their faces twisted in rage and sorrow. The spirits were the guardians of the treasure, bound to it by an ancient curse. They had waited for centuries for someone to claim what was rightfully theirs, and now that we had disturbed their resting place, they sought vengeance. The apparitions moved with unnatural speed, their cries echoing through the forest as they pursued us. Panic set in as we fled through the forest, the ghosts relentless in their chase. The fog seemed to close in around us, making it impossible to see more than a few feet ahead. The whispers grew louder, filling our minds with dread. My crew was soon separated, each person falling victim to the spirits in different, horrifying ways. I managed to find refuge in a hidden cave, the entrance barely visible among the tangled vines. I could hear the spirits outside, their mournful wails and angry shrieks piercing the darkness. I knew I had to escape the island, but the curse seemed to have a grip on me, making every attempt to leave more difficult and fraught with danger. Days passed, and I remained trapped in the cave, my supplies dwindling. The spirits grew more aggressive, their presence a constant torment. I began to doubt if I would ever escape, or if I was doomed to be another victim of the cursed treasure. Finally, with the last of my strength, I braved the island once more, making my way to the shore. The spirits were still in pursuit, but I managed to board the boat and set sail, leaving the island and its curse behind. I thought I had escaped, but the haunting voices and the memories of the fateful journey lingered long after I returned home. Upon returning to the mainland, I attempted to resume my normal life, but the terror of the island lingered in my thoughts. The treasures I had brought back were not just gold and jewels. They were cursed relics that seemed to cast a shadow over everything they touched. I stored them away, trying to forget their existence, but the memories were impossible to escape. One night, as I lay in bed, I heard the whispers, again soft, chilling voices that seemed to come from nowhere and everywhere at once. The voices spoke of anger and betrayal, the very same voices I had heard on the island. My dreams were plagued with nightmarish visions of the spirits, their faces twisted in torment and rage. They appeared to be searching for something, and I feared that they might be searching for me. Determined to rid myself of the curse, I sought the help of experts on ancient curses and paranormal phenomena. However, every attempt to unravel the mystery only seemed to deepen my entanglement with the supernatural. The experts warned me that curses of this nature are often bound to the items themselves, and once disturbed, they can never be fully contained or removed. The curse began to manifest in increasingly disturbing ways. Objects in my home moved on their own, shadows flitted just beyond my vision, and I began to see fleeting glimpses of the spirits that had once pursued me. My life became a living nightmare, and I realized that the curse was not something I could escape from. It had become a part of my existence. In a final, desperate attempt to break free, I returned to the island, determined to confront the spirits and return the treasure to its resting place. As I approached the cursed site, the thought and eerie silence greeted me, the same as before. The spirits were waiting, their presence more palpable than ever. With a heavy heart and trembling hands, I placed the treasure back into the chest and buried it once more beneath the stone slab. The spirits, seemingly appeased by the return of their treasure, began to fade away. The oppressive atmosphere lifted, and the island felt less hostile. I left the island behind, but the curse remained with me, a constant reminder of the price paid for greed and recklessness. I now live with the knowledge that the cursed treasure is once again hidden, but the experiences I endured will never be forgotten. The spirits may have been returned to their slumber, but their mark on my life remains indelible. The island is a place of darkness, and its curse is a part of my story, one that I can only hope will serve as a warning to others who might be tempted to seek out forbidden treasures. And so, the tale of the cursed treasure ends here, a chilling chapter in my life that will forever haunt my memories. Thank you for joining me on this harrowing journey. This is the complete story of the cursed treasure, from the discovery of the map to the final confrontation with the spirits and the lasting impact of the curse.